What is going on, Commanders? Chisgule here, and today we're gonna burn down some towers with the Dread Zeppelin. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today we're playing World War Doh, one of my favorite head-to-head battlers. If you're usually watching my Rise of Kingdoms videos, let me give you a quick overview of this game. You build a deck of cards. Each of those cards cost dough to deploy onto the battlefield. You send them out to take out the enemy's towers and the enemy commander. If you take out the commander, you just win. We are actually building a clan right now in World War Doh. If you join our clan right over here, we made a bunch of space. There's now no entry requirement whatsoever. And you push rank at the end of this month, we're going to be hooking up the top 3 folks with some gems and maybe even a cosmetic as well. So if you haven't ever tried this game, now's a great time, and the link to download is above my head. That does support the channel. There will be a tournament at some point in the future for this game. They're angling for a $25,000 cash prize, and that seems pretty juicy to me. Now, if you're interested in that, let me show you a deck that I have really been enjoying, and this will give you a sense of whether or not you too would enjoy the game. And P.S., one last thing that I do like about this game is that not only do you collect cards, but of course you customize the look of your commander. You've got some dances that you rock out, some taunts, which are, you know, of course, hilarious, like the slow clap or the old pew pew, which is one of my favorites. Anyways, let's get right into the deck. The Dread Zeppelin is one of my favorite cards in this game. Why do I like it? It's slow, it's beefy, it's in the sky. It doesn't do much until it gets in range of your tower, and then it just shreds the enemy tower. So this deck is built all around supporting this one card and making it be effective in taking out the enemy's towers. Let me just queue up a couple battles and we'll see how these go. We're doing them live, which is a little crazy. Sometimes it's hard to record and play at the same time, but you know what? We're going to make this work. Here we go. Opponent found. Baby, oh baby. What do we got here? JJX Alexander. Good luck to them. As we load into the battle, you can see in the background there are going to be 2 towers on each side, one that boosts damage, one that gives you a heal, and your commander you can move around the battlefield. I just played a card called a Barrel of Dough, which I can use to heal up. The enemy, sorry, not heal up, but gather more dough. The enemy is positioning a very interesting defense here. I don't know that I know how to deal with it. I'm going to go in and try to kill their stuff in the back line. This is going to put me in a really precarious position. We'll get out of there. We'll drop in the Dread Zeppelin. And I haven't really offered much protection to the Zeppelin. I think I kind of did that poorly. We'll go in and try to take out his cheerleaders here. I'm going to heal myself up while the healing is good. The cheerleaders are buffing the damage of the folks around him. And I'm going to keep the pressure up here. I'm going to keep the pressure up on the enemy, which seems to be working so far. They're getting pretty low. We'll just keep doing that. And I'm going to use a card that basically cycles because he had something in his back line called Rod that would eat the damage that we did into his back line there. Obviously, this game has got a lot of complexity to it, which I like. We're cruising around here. He once again drops down a mine. I'm going to play the Zeppelin. I don't have a great way to protect it. And I'll go in to physically support it here. He's used a damage boost tower, which makes a ton of sense. And this game, I think I'm going to have a hard time taking him out. I'm going to fall back a little bit, play down some more dough. And I don't know what his endgame strategy is. I just don't know that I can stop him. How do we stop this guy? Let's see if we can figure it out. Our dough is full, so we're going to start to play down some more cards. We'll use this, and then, boom, his rod was taken out, so we can clear the entire field. Now we're going to have almost enough dough to get the Zeppelin in on the action. We're going to get the Zeppelin in. We're going to teleport in ourselves. This is going to be a big push where we've got to be successful, or this isn't going to work. We'll take out the guys in the back. Now we're working on this tower. We're going to heal up ourselves, put a little pressure on their commander. And by a little pressure, I mean a lot of pressure. And we're going to back out because we've just about got this thing. Maybe I should have gone a little harder on their tower. How do I do this? How do I win from here? He's got his rod in the back. I can get rid of that. And now we try to destroy everything there, putting in just as much pressure as we can. As we get toward the end of this match, I'm getting low. He's getting low. Just a smidge of time left. I don't know. Oh my gosh, if we're going to get there. Good for him. Whew. Let's see what we can do here. He's got his commander moving around, not really doing much. You can see we can move our commander around the battlefield. As I mentioned before, however, if your commander dies, then you lose the match instantly. So obviously that's an outcome you want to avoid. Now the enemy commander has used almost all of his dough to use that last card that he played. So I'm going to apply a ton of pressure right now to his tower. He used something called magic missiles, uses up nearly all of his dough. We're applying a huge amount of pressure to their tower. I don't think the enemy can handle that pressure. And like I said, that Zeppelin does work. We're going to retreat to our back line. And this is now our match to lose. We've taken out his tower. So if we play defensive enough and we don't let him take out any of ours, we just win. If we go a little on the offensive here, which I think we will, we can take out even more of his towers, which will make this easier for us. We're going to use this 1-800 airstrike on that witch that he just played. That's a legendary card, and the card that kills it, or the player that kills it, loses an unbelievable amount of health as a curse when they die. We're going to kick him out of our starting zone here if we can, and apply that Dread Zeppelin pressure to his back line, and already we are burning him down. He's played a bunch of cards here that I don't know how I want to deal with these. I'll put a little bit of pressure in. I mostly want to cycle to get my Repairman Dan into the mix to heal my own tower. That's going to take me a second to do, but in just a moment, Repairman Dan is in. We heal ourselves up. Smart play on his part. I think he's going to get my tower, which means we need to work on him. If we kill him, we just win the match. We're going to, let's see here, move that witch out of the area and prevent her from doing just a ton of damage to my tower. Just by virtue of the tower killing it, it will just take an unbelievable amount of damage. He's going to get one of my towers here, and I'm okay with it because ultimately I'm going to win the match. We're going to use the airstrike. Boom. I think, see, it did curse one of my towers here. One of our towers did get cursed. We seem to be okay. We're going to use the teleport and kick him out using the other half of our teleport. He's sent all the way to his back line. And at this point, we're pretty much in a good position. We can apply some pressure. I don't think he can take out my tower. And if he can't take out the tower, then we win. We've got some more healing going on. We'll kick him out. There we go. We are the winner. So that was a lot of pressure that they tried to play at the end of the match to tie it up. But we used our just overwhelming pressure at the start of the match, taking out his tower to get the W. Let's rock another one of those matchups. We'll show you how that works. We're working on our piggy over here, which is going to give us some loot after we've won 5 different matches. Nom nomity nom, filling up that piggy. All right. Here we go. Let's queue up another battle and see how it goes. Using this strategy, again, of just going all in on their tower when they least expect it. Mr. Kills You, good luck from Win Sanity. All right, here we go. We're in the match, and not a ton of great cards to work with at the start. We may be very aggressive and teleport in. I'm going to let him make the first move and react to it. That generally is very efficient. He's now done that. We played maybe too many cards in response there, but got some extra value when he played an additional card. And now that he's used up so much of his dough, we are going to be able to do a serious combo here, teleport to his back line, and unfortunately, I'm not able to disable his tower, which is a thing I really would have liked to have been able to have done here. We're very poisoned. We're actually going to have to back this up. We're in a lot of trouble. He's done a really good job with the witch, and we're going to use our teleportal to kick those guys out of our starting area so they can't do anything to it. We'll use a card here to deal with that. That's very cheap. His tower's almost dead. If I'm good about this, I might be able to take it out. Not quite. That was maybe a little bit greedy on my part. Maybe a little bit greedy. Now, instead of having that card when we really need it, we may find ourselves in a spot of trouble here. How do I want to handle this? I'll play the Dread Zeppelin, and I'm going to use the teleportal to move these guys around. Dread Zeppelin's going to the back line, which is good. Now we've got to save up our dough to clear all these guys out, and we could be in some trouble. We're going to get a heal in a second, which is going to help a lot. There's the heal, and we really need to be able to use that card. There it is. Woo! Clear them all out of there, and we could be in trouble. He could just try to kill us. We're going to put in a lot of pressure. We might get poisoned. Okay, we're a little poisoned, maybe. All right. As long as we don't die, we're good. He's going to try to kill me, and I'm trying to take out his towers. But if he kills me, remember, he just wins. There's the Dread Zeppelin. He is using a poison. I'm going to teleport out of it. Nice. I didn't even need the teleports. The teleport there was a little bit of a waste. We're looking really good here as long as we're able to survive. And we're going to run away to the other part of the battlefield here to try to stay safe. We're going to use teleportal, kick him out, and we win. Well played by our opponent. I like the poison strategy. I'm just trying to take out towers, and they're just trying to kill me. Very solid strategy. All right, here's one last look again at the deck that we were using. Zeppelin to take out the towers. We use Shutdown to knock them out and remove their effectiveness for a brief period of time. We use none other than the disposable teleporter to move ourselves around the battlefield and also to manipulate the enemy's position. We use Repairman Dan to heal our own towers in a defensive way. Caveman is very cheap. We use it for ground threats and to cycle through our cards to get to other cards that we're interested in. The Barrel of Dough to get a dough advantage over our enemies. 1-800 Airstrike to clear the field. And good old Buck, one of the first cards that you get in the game to be a versatile answer to what the opponent is doing. Again, if you want to join with my club, you can check it out right over here. We are with the code listed right on the screen. Chisgule Gaming is the name. When you download with the link above, it does support the channel, which is very much appreciated. Leave a comment down below with what you think of this deck, and if you've got any other deck ideas that are really interesting, I'd love to see it. We'll put a card up in the top for some beginner guides for World War Doh if you're interested in those, and we also have a Discord community linked in the description. Until next time, my friends, you have fun getting sweet wins.